welcome back. Like I said in the description of the last video, there's some stuff I forgot to mention with the Tourette's and all that with D.I.D. Speaking of Tourette's, that is a new one that just actually recently started for the tick about half an hour ago. Yeah, it's an interesting story how that one came about. But anyways, with the Tourette's, with the D.I.D., the Tourette's pretty much only affects or is active with parts that are fronting. Sorry, that are either fronting the majority of the time, and parts that are relatively close to the front. And if you don't know what I mean by fronting, is the alters, the personalities that are out or participating with the day-to-day activities, interacting with people.
I'm in a spaceship made of tacos.
I would hope not, but
Fuel engine nacho.
that'd be an interesting spaceship then. So yeah, prime example, yeah, whoever's mainly out, the ticks, the Tourette's is more active. For the alters and personalities that only come out every so often, they'll have ticks every now and then, just not as bad or as often. For the alters that
Noodle.
hardly ever come out, rarely, you would swear that they don't even have Tourette's. Some of the triggers for some of the Tourette's, like certain sounds or words, like Marco, for example. For the parts that don't come out that often, like those trigger words and stuff, have no effect. They don't do anything. The certain ones, like the one I did earlier and a certain whistle, those ones are actually great to have, because occasionally she has a tendency of wandering off when we go shopping. So, saying that every now and then at the store, you may look odd, but it helps find her. Yes. As long as the parts that are affected by the Tourette's are out.
Your mom's name is Michelangelo. Woo.
Oh, your mom's back out now again?
I guess so.
Yeah, during certain types of activities and all that, the Tourette's is more or less pushed aside. At times she's able to like kind of foresee the Tourette's coming and try to hold back, which usually at times backfires on her, makes it worse. Yes, it does.
No. I'm a turtle.
But also, kind of going on the helpful things. With the D.I.D., one thing that we've found out that helps us is we created a list of. It's a helpful tip for either people that do have D.I.D. or even significant others. It's helpful for both parties. That I come to find out. What we basically did was made a list of, granted not all, but a good portion of the names of the personalities of the alters. Along with that list with the names, we also did ages and also the likes and dislikes. What I find that's helpful with that is with the ages, I can kind of I know with the ages kind of like if they're a young part, the mentality, their mental state of how to interact with them. Also, that goes along with the likes and dislikes. If I know they like coloring, I know where the coloring books are. Um, Even with some of the say like the teens, the young adults, or even the older ones, even if they don't like certain types of foods, because she does have a couple alters that I've encountered that are vegetarians. Don't like chicken, don't like beef, picky eaters.
Some of us are more sensitive to dairy.
Okay, that one's a new one. I didn't know about that one.
Mm-hmm.
So having that on there also helps out because then when it comes to mealtime, if certain part is out long enough, you kind of know, okay, what to make or what not to make, which that is a actually big frustration of what to eat when it comes to meal times, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all that. Because then it becomes a pain in the butt because yeah, gotta figure out what to make. Um, yeah, the list with the likes and stuff, yeah, it helps out quite a bit. Because those parts that come out that I've actually added to the list that a few of the altars that are out most of the time didn't even know that they existed, or not necessarily existed, but didn't know that they were part of this group. Um, she actually has like a total of like 4 different types of groupings. Um, with all together, if you probably add them all up, close to like 500 different altars. Um, that's why it's going to be really hard to actually come to an actual number of how many different parts she has. Uh, what are some other helpful tips? Crap, I was thinking about them earlier. Um,
Mm-hmm.
um, one of the aspects with the list, and also knowing if it's male or female. Because yes, she does have some parts that are male.
Breakfast!
Um, anyways, so yeah, parts are male, young and old. So ranging in ages. I've met one. Actually, no. I want to say I've only met two. No, no, three. Three of the male parts. Um, one of them from a different grouping. Also, I can get into that story later. Maybe on the next episode or two about how that came about. Um, um, the I'm losing track of thought.
Butt hair?
But here, really?
No. Noodle.
Like I said, it can be interesting with the Tourette's. Oh yeah, yeah. That's one thing that I was going to mention. Gonna be kind of a long video. Oh, but one interesting aspect with the Tourette's is D&D, tabletop games, role playing games. Because yes, we've played. I've been playing for like 20 years plus probably. But I was actually DMing a campaign and she was in it, and her at the time her boyfriend, which later on found out that eventually became her ex-boyfriend. That's one reason why I'm here now. He was playing, and he was playing a pyromancer, and he ended up burning down this tavern.
Great balls of fire!
He ended up burning down this tavern that they were staying in, that the group was staying in, and my one other friend
Comes upstairs.
was playing a stone child, which is kind of like a Minotaur and a Goliath, a heavy character, weight wise. Can't remember. I want to say he was playing a fighter, maybe a barbarian. I'm not sure. One of those two. But anyways, after the tavern kind of burnt down and the fire got put out and all that, he decided to go into the tavern to investigate the tavern and make sure that if anybody was in there burnt alive, and see if anything got left behind that wasn't burnt to a crisp. What kind of a sum it up a little bit, he ended up falling through the floor, which in turn ended up falling through the basement into the tunnel system, cave system that was underneath it. That was actually being used for slave trading with the drow. And he ended up falling into a pile of corpses, different various stages of decomposing. And her
Decomposition in my asshole. Oh, God.
that wasn't part of it.
No.
But her threats ended up kicking up, saying that the bodies were relatively fresh, and said a few other things along that line, and going to try to keep it relatively clean, even though I think that's out the window already. And I told my buddy, well, with me being the DM, I'm like, you know what, I'll go along with this. And I told my buddy, I was like, well, if you're into that stuff, they are different stages of decomp, so, but yeah, he didn't go with it. I don't even think he actually even searched any of the bodies. But anyway, so yeah, threats can be very interesting and very entertaining.
And very annoying.
At times,
Noodle.
yes. At times, yes. Especially our... No, she doesn't have threats, but... So yeah. If I can think of... But anyways, if I can think of any more helpful tips for either people with D.I.D. or the significant others, I'll try to post them every now and then if I can think of them. And other stuff that goes along with it.
No.
But if you do like these videos, please subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a video at least once a week, if not every other week at least. So if I've been doing pretty good with once a week, she keeps on reminding me to do a video. So, which is helping out. But yeah, hit the like button, hit subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.